Hello, everybody. Let us start this webinar. We're doing this to help you, our users of Equestic, and also to help ourselves to learn from you. And this should be a very interactive session. And as a beginning, let me briefly introduce myself. My name is Dmitry Marchenko. Currently, I'm working for Equestic as a commercial director and also as a data expert. And it's happened because I do have an experience with Equestic more than 3 years now, practicing with Equestic myself. I monitored about 30 horses in a different situation, different cases, including in the rehab processes and different recovery stages. So I do have quite a wide set of data and set of cases which we will be using today as a practice sharing exercise and also as a basic to learn the process of using Equistic for recovery. So there are a lot of knowledge, the knowledge based on the practices, and some of them became good practices, some of them was mistakes, and we learn from both, and mainly we're learning from mistakes. And today, this session going to be a very interactive workshop. So I really would like to have all of you asking questions, commenting. If you have something to add, please go ahead. As I already told, this recording, this webinar will be recorded and then publish it for other users to learn from this content. And if you would like to say something, please raise your hand. I would try to observe the webinar platform, and if you see, if I will see the hand raised, so you will be going ahead and asking question. In case you see I'm not reacting, because it may happen, because not always I see the hand, so just unmute yourself and ask your question if you have it. So with that, let me move forward and say hello to you. It should be about 13 people today from different markets, including USA, Great Britain, Netherlands, Russia, Oman, Ukraine, and Sweden. Not all present online, not all of you are here, but some of you definitely here, presenting different markets. Majority of you have your own saddle clip and have some experience using the clip. Some of the, if you have a good experience, I mean long tenure of experience from 2019, some of you just get it. I learned that there are some people which don't have clip yet, but they have experience to use it. So for all of you, it would be interesting to see our experience, our practices, how we use a clip here in Netherlands. Altogether, of participants, we do have 26 horses and already recorded about 3,000 rides with Equistic, which is great assets. And I know you already learned a lot, so that's why we will not be discussing the basics of Equistic, how to use it. We'll be diving into very specific use cases, which is related to recovering the horse. And recover may happen due to a number of reasons, but we can split them into two big cases. One of those is building after an injury, but we assume the injury already passed and all mandated practices was done to really make sure horses ready to start work again. So from this moment on, the horse will be building up. And the second case is just a big break, long-term break, which usually happen due to our holidays or many other reasons. We may travel somewhere, so we made a long-term break of horse training sessions, and that's why horse became weak, and we do need to return it back to work. So those two cases actually have very equal situation in terms of recovery, because in the basics and the practices, we should do the same. We have to find out the best way how to support horse development, how to practice with the horse to make it ready for the desired state, for the moment when we will be riding on the horse in the way we want. It could be for pleasure riding. It could be also for a competition and challenging rides. So whatever you are aiming to, you want to get to this place. And this exercises and this day is about how to manage this, how to move through all exercises you need to build up your horse. But today we will not give you a universal training model, or will not invite and the best exercise which will suit you to build your horse. It's not about. So this day we will not discussing practicing and training itself. But what we will be doing, we will be developing the practice of use Equestic. If you want to learn what exercise to use and how practice those exercises, for those questions, please go and find advice from vets, therapists, and trainers, or maybe read on internet. There are a lot of guidance published there. So there are very much information available out there. We are not discussing it today. So today we will be focusing on the using Equestic to better understand the progress which you will be getting by implementing whatever exercises you decided to go, whatever training schedules you decided to implement. But Equestic will help you to understand this progress, how progress is, and you will be learning the steps of this progress. This is first. The second, today we will learn how to evaluate impact of different exercises, because this is the most interesting part. If you decided to train your horse using some practice and some schedule, you would like to see the impact of each element of your training, and we will learn how to do this. The third, we will be learning how to identify the moment of overloading, because in many cases it may happen that rushing to the outcome, we may ruin the horse because of overdoing things. And Equestic can help us to notify and learn this moment. And finally, based on all of practicing we learned today, you will be able to design your personal horse training scheme, integrating different practices in different exercises you will learn from others, but aggregate this and construct your own scheme, you will be able using the clip data. And this is why all three steps needed to be passed: understand the progress, evaluate the impact of exercise, learning the barrier. Based on all those three elements, you will be able to design and practice your personal scheme. Also, I would like to cover the impact of the rider and learn what the impact of rider we will have, but today we will not fit into the timeline we plan for this meeting. So that's why it would be for the next webinar. We discuss it some days later about the how distinct, how differentiate the impact from the rider. So let me check if we have someone else join us to let someone else join. No, looks like everybody here. Okay. So with that, let us move forward. And let me start from the clear statement about Equestic itself. So it's very precise. It's very well validated by thousands of rides, some of your rides also there. But Equestic is not a medical device. So that's why in case of the injury, in case of real problem situation, you should consult with a vet and a professional, use professional technology for medical use cases. Equestic is not for that. But Equestic is well designed to manage your process of recovery and also to help you with the training processes. This Equestic designed for.